Okay, this is how we're gonna do our hair in a bun this year. First I started by parting her hair on the left, and it's kind of like if you look at her eyes, it's kind of right over the iris basically, and I take that a straight part back on the left side and then comb it to the right. Okay, so I'm gonna start by trying to comb it into a ponytail as flat as possible using a rat tail comb, and then we'll get our rubber band in a second. So we've already started combing it so I can get this faster. Now I'm going to start without hairspray or gel and then quickly comb it into place. Now this will take you probably longer because I'm doing a really fast version, so you don't have to watch a really long video. So just comb it all around. Now if you have really thick hair, you're going to want to use gel probably to help you. My family has really thin hair, and fine, so I can get away with just doing more hairspray. Now if I'm doing serious competition, I would do a lot more gel and keep it in place. So I've combed it and I'm going to tighten the ponytail. I don't want the ponytail any higher than the ear height because I want her bun to stay lower, especially for concert when we add flowers and other things. We don't want the flowers to be satellite units way up here. We want them down here. Okay, so I am going to add gel to the underside to get some of these flyaways, some of these little hairs, and pull them in. And probably some of the sides around the ears. Okay, and I may use more gel in a minute after I get it into the ponytail just to kind of really tighten it up. Okay. Comb it in. Try to get that hair tight. Make sure the bumps are out. We don't want cracks. We don't want to see scalp except for our part. You can adjust the ponytail if you need to, as long as it doesn't make bumps and cracks. Okay, from there I'm going to spray it. Getting all the flyaways and pulling them in. Now if you have different hairspray, that's totally fine. If you have a lot of hair, you may want to consider getting this kind of hairspray, which is a got to be glued, and you have trouble keeping it in the spots you want and the flyaways controlled. That's a good one. Check the flyaways up in the part. Spray those down. Okay, now looking at her, she's gonna have more of a kind of swept back look. We're trying to keep everything tightly in. So if you have bangs, you may need a bobby pin right here to hold the bangs in. while the hairspray dries, and when it dries, you can probably take the bobby pins out. Okay, you want to make sure your back is nice and smooth too. Okay. All right, now the ponytail version. Like I said, I'm trying to do this fast, so take a little more time. Make sure you're nice and smooth. Okay, here we go with the back side. I'm gonna put in my first elastic. After the ponytail anyways, first elastic, I'm going to grab it by the inside. I'm going to put my fingers on the inside, and with my pinky fingers I'm going to pull it out a little bit and push it in, kind of creating a half sphere. Try to get that nice and even, kind of bubble it up, see there. Okay, then I'm going to put in the second one. Depending on the length of the hair, you may need a third. So put it down here. I'm going to do the same thing. A second here. Kind of make sure the bow, push it in just a little bit, not too much. That one's going to be much smaller. We want to kind of decrease the amount of size as we go down. And this last one, we're going to put in a little loop. Pull in our ends so we don't have ends sticking out. So I have this little loop. Okay, I put my little hairs in there, roll my loop in, my first one, and roll my loop into my second. Start creating the shape I want, which is a half moon. Okay, and then I roll that half moon into my third. Kind of push it up there and spread just a little bit. Okay, so this is again, it's about ear height. And you have to kind of hold it and pin it. I'm going to start by trying to pin it from the kind of elastic. Grab it, grab the hair, so I can ideally kind of let go. And from there I can start shaping it. Okay, so I'm going to spread my side up and put in a pin. Trying not to change the shape of the bun as far as giving you indentation. So I'm going to try to pull it out, pin it down. I need enough pin so that when the lady shakes her head, this one's not good, I'm going to do it again. When the lady shakes her head, we're going to have it stay in place. So we need enough bobby pins to help keep the hair there. Okay, now if you have a lot of hair, it's going to have a lot of bobby pins. If you don't have as much hair, then it's not going to be as many. Okay, I'm probably going to get away with 10 on my daughter because we have thin and fine hair. Maybe 12. And then I'm going to keep pinning it around, finding spots and sides. But I'm also going to, if you can afford hairpins, we're going to move on to those next. Or take just a little, turn your body. Okay, not your head. Okay, so I'm going to roll with that. So I have a half moon shape right there. Okay, perfect. Now, I'm going to take my hairnet that matches the color of your child's hair. And I'm going to take the 2 knots. So there's 2 knots. Let me do this so you can see the 2 knots. 2 knots, okay? And take one of them and I put it at the base of the bun. And I'm going to take the other 2 and I'm going to wrap it up. That's going to hold the shape for me a bit. Okay, then I'm going to twist it up here, top, bring it down and around. Depending on your daughter's hair, you may be able to do this a 3rd time, or you may have to stop at 2nd. I might be able to get 2 today, 3 today. Yay, sometimes that's bigger than other days, okay? Ideally keeping the shape of the bun, push in any bobby pins that are sticking out. Okay, there we go. So then we're going to use these hairpins. I'm going to use that to pull in the hairnet. You're going to go down towards the scalp lift the hair from the scalp and push it in. Can I do that both sides? Catching the hairnet, catching the bun, getting hair against the scalp, push it in. Okay, I'm going to do that up here. And pull it up a little bit more, give it a little bit more of a croissant top. Trying to keep the shape on both sides, looking, oh, I didn't get that one in very well. The hair, push it in. Okay, that's pretty good. Then from there, I'm going to keep and do more hairspray down here. If you have curls, like my child has natural curl, then you're going to have to do more work, probably on the underside. Try to get flyaways and curls to sit down, maybe more gel, which I probably would have done more of that before I put the bun in. But for the sake of the video making, trying to make it quick, I did not. But work on that, try to make sure the flyaways are in. I'd spray the sides more. I'd do one more round of spray all over the scalp now that I've finished my bun. Okay, and then do front, top, sides. And then I'll have her turn around here in just a second so you can see. There's the back, like a nice croissant half moon from the front. You got a nice part. It's shaped. Watch the front. Make sure the flyaways or bangs are tucked in. That everything is sitting down, super smooth, and it's going to stay right where you put it. And there you go. That's a bun.